If you were a kid in the 1950s and 1960s, what toys would you have played with? Are they the same as your toys today? Let's find out. Hi everyone, I'm Kat, the Youth and Family Programs Manager at the Connecticut Historical Society. Welcome to another episode of Objects Tell Stories. Today, we're going to take a look at a few toys from the 1950s and 1960s to uncover the stories of two important Connecticut companies. Let's start by looking at a toy that was created at the General Electric Laboratory in New Haven, Connecticut. This toy is kept in a plastic egg and can be molded into different shapes. Any idea what it is? That's right, Silly Putty. Silly Putty was invented by accident during World War II. Scientists at General Electric were trying to develop a material similar to rubber. When experimenting, a man named James Wright accidentally created Silly Putty. For a special treat today, I have some helpers who are going to show us their own homemade Silly Putty. They started by mixing the ingredients.
All right, can you help me mix? Start mixing. Mix. Is it all over your hands? Wow, that's awesome.
After lots of mixing, they had a new toy.
So we can now play with our awesome new yellow Silly Putty. Here you go. Thank you to my helper.
It's sticky.
It's sticky. Do you remember what it's called? It's Silly Putty. Can you say that?
Silly Putty.
Silly Putty.
The recipe for homemade Silly Putty can be found attached to this video so you can try it with your family. Now, let's take a look at another toy from the CHS collection. How many of you have ever played with a toy truck or car? I have. If you look closely at this truck, you can see it has a picture of the state of Connecticut and the words G. Fox & Co. G. Fox & Company was a large Connecticut department store that sold a wide variety of items and offered services, including a place to eat lunch and a place to get your hair done. It was a very popular store in Connecticut for over 100 years. This truck is not only a fun toy, but it's also a great way to uncover the story of an important Connecticut business. Now, before I go, I have one more special guest. My friend Annie from the CHS is going to show us her favorite toy and share its story.
Hello there. I loved stuffed animals when I was growing up, and my little blue donkey was my very first one. I spent hours reading stories with all my furry friends, and I still have one called My Own Little House. Are there any critters in your own house? Maybe you'll have fun sharing stories with them. Happy reading.
Now it's your turn to share. Do you have a favorite toy? Why is it so important to you? Connect with us on social media and tell us the story behind the object. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Objects Tell Stories, and I'll see you next week for a new episode of Kat's Creative Corner. Bye!